We didn't hear any noise. Like there was a band on. They were quite loud, and we just kind of heard a whoosh and some smoke. And we looked around, and no one really knew what was going on, and everyone just carried on listening to the pub, listening to the band. And then we kind of looked again, and the roof was kind of gradually coming down, but not a significant amount. And then someone started shouting, and the bands were kind of like, "Oh, cut the music." And we walked down the corner just to have a look and see what was going on. And then all of a sudden, just this cloud of dust came, and you couldn't breathe for inhaling like a mouthful of dust. You couldn't see anything, and like there's people behind you, to the side of you, in front of you. You're just banging into people. You're like clawing on the walls to see where the exit is. And no one had a clue what was going on. There was no loud noise. There was no bash. And then the people who were at the doors were kind of shouting like over here, like, and people were kind of like helping each other out. And we got outside and just kind of trying to find all the people that you knew, like all your friends. Managed to find everyone, and then everyone just kind of started helping the people who were hurt. It didn't seem like people had some head injuries, but everyone that we saw was conscious. Lots of people covered in dust, but not an awful lot of injuries. Just lots of people really, really kind of shocked. No one knew it was a helicopter crash until people told you that there was a helicopter in the roof of the pub. I don't really know what happened, but there was just a kind of gradual coming in of the roof and just some dust. It wasn't like an instantaneous bang and explosion. So I don't know. Whoever was in the helicopter, they maybe just tried to limit the damage.
Grace, do you, from your point of view and watching like how you described the roof coming down slowly, did you have any time to see anybody being trapped as that roof came down, or was the dust just too much? You
didn't see the roof come down. You saw where the bar was. There was like a wooden bit above it that was at like a 45-degree angle, but the roof was still there, and everyone was kind of like, "What's going on?" The band have brought the roof down. They're so good and joking, and then suddenly there was dust. Like, no, you didn't see anything. The roof didn't cave in. Like, it wasn't as though the roof collapsed. And it was like we were right at the very back of the bar, and we had to walk all the way through to where the bar was, to where the roof was coming down to get out of the pub. And it was only like when we were outside that we saw kind of the roof was coming down more and more and more. And it was pretty much intact. I don't know. It didn't seem. It couldn't have hit with too much force. It's a pretty old pub. I think that if it slammed right into the top at full speed, it would have caused a lot more damage than it did. I don't know what happened.
Grace, when you were standing outside, how soon was it before the ambulances appeared on the scene to help those injured?
Really quickly. Yeah. Like lots of people were phoning. I think there was already like an ambulance there parked for whatever reason. And then the fire engine seemed to come first, but they were really fast, and all of the staff were really nice and helping out and letting everyone else help out. They were giving people like the tin foil jackets and wipes and stuff to go and like help people out. Lots of people had were like covered in blood but didn't have serious injuries. It was just like maybe they had like different cuts and stuff.